here again today in the village of St Michael's in Lancashire, where Nicola Bulley has been missing from her home for a week now. It's 8:43 and at this time Nicola set off. She'd just dropped off her kids at school round the corner and she set off on this footpath just behind me along the River Wyre. Now, as you can see, the locals here have put up massive banners all along this road trying to encourage drivers who might be commuting through this area to get in touch. If they saw anything that day, if they remember anything, to please let the police know. We're going to be walking the same route that Nicola walked now. She set off along this bridge and she carried on walking her dog Willow into a field. So we'll set off. We've walked along the River Wyre, we've come along the footpath where Nicola walked. It's now 8:50 and this is the lower field where Nicola bumped into a fellow dog walker who knew her. They exchanged chat, their dogs interacted, and briefly before she left the field and carried on walking. So it's 9:10 a.m. now, and at this point Nicola had already sent an email to her boss at 8:53, and at 9:01 she'd logged on to the Teams call that we know that she was still connected to when her phone was found. At 9:10 in this field, the upper field, Nicola bumped into another dog walker. This was the second witness to see her that day. So it's 9:35 now, and this is the final time in the timeline that we've been given by police. Ultimately, we don't know what's happened to Nicola in those 25 minutes since 9:10 when she was last seen in the upper field by the dog walker. But what we do know is that at 9:30 a.m, her phone was disconnected from the Teams call. The Teams call had ended, but she remained logged into that. Now, at 9:35, a lady who owns a nearby caravan park had come over to the riverbank here and found Willow, Nicola's dog, agitated. Her phone was on the bench. This lady checked the phone and realised it was Nicola's phone. She contacted the school, who in turn contacted Nicola's family, who in turn alerted the police, and the search began. But 7 days on, there's very little activity here at the scene, as you can see behind me. In the last 7 days, police have had drones, sniffer dogs, divers, the fire and rescue teams have been here, and the Bowland Mountain rescue teams have been here, scouring for clues to try and find out what's happened to Nicola.
My whole focus is my two girls, just staying as strong as I can for them. I'm scared that if I put any focus into anything else, it's going to take my, focus off that. So I've got to be very careful, just hoping to goodness that anything comes out. Every single scenario comes to a brick wall, every single one of them. And then all we're doing is sitting there going round and round and round, going through every scenario, and then go back to the first scenario again and do the whole thing again. And it's just all day long, that's all we're doing. That's all we're doing.
If you know anything, if you've seen anything or spotted Nicola, please get in touch and let them know. As her sister said, people don't just vanish into thin air.